This is a high quality e-bike cover made out of ripstop nylon and a water resistant coating. This is one of my favorite bikes. This might look like an ordinary bell, but it's not. Unscrewing it reveals a hidden air tag. That's really cool. This water bottle cage can be adjusted to fit any water bottle or I guess wine bottle that you can throw at it with the turn of the dial. And yes, even big water bottles up to Nalgene water bottles. This helmet has a visor, but that's not the only trick it has up its sleeve. And these are just a few of the accessories we're going to talk about in this video. But I have one favor to ask of you. You see, our channel is viewer supported, so maybe you're planning to purchase a electric e-bike or any of the accessories we featured. There will be a blog post linked in the description. Just click that link. That will send you to everything that we're talking about today. And if you use our link before you make your purchase, it helps support us here at E-Bike Escape. So thank you so much for your support. With that, I think we should get started. So this is our Lectric one, and we've really outfitted it with accessories that we like to use. And trust me, we've had experience with a lot of accessories. So these are ones that I think are the best, and some we're going to take a closer look at direct from Lectric to see if they're quality or not. And some we sell ourselves at our own shop at shop.ebikeescape.com. Let's start in the front of the bike. So first we have Lectric's front rack. That's paired with their small front basket, but that's really a vehicle to what we really like, and that is their Rolltop bag. What's nice about these Rolltop bags is you can overstuff them, and it just makes the Lectric one so much more versatile when you have cargo accessories. And there's a clip to keep everything secure, and the bag secures to the rack with the help of Velcro. Next, the handlebars, and yes, there is a lot going on here. First, we have our bar end mirror. This is my preference because your arms don't get in the way. You also don't clutter the handlebars even more. This is one that we offer at our own shop, and it's fully adjustable depending on where you need it. Next, we have our cell phone mount. This is the bracket version. We also sell a quick release, a little bit tricky when the handlebars kind of swoop up here, but made it work. What's great about this one is it can hold large phones like mine, and you simply cinch it tight right here. And what's great about having your phone up front is the ability to use Google Maps for biking directions, which we often do. Next, we have Lectric's beacon light. With a lot of these lights, you don't know the quality you're getting, which is why I wanted to show it off. And this one is very impressive. It has tons of light modes, but then in each one, it tells you how many hours it can run in that light mode. And if we go to the top here, super bright, 1 hour, and trust me, it's daylight here and you can still see that. It is extremely bright, so super happy with this light. But then it has various flashing modes as well, which is great for when you're riding during the day. But even more than that, check this out. It's also a battery bank. You might have noticed that this is a large light, but you can charge your device right there. Next, we have the bell, and yes, you simply twist this off and you can hide an air tag in here to keep track of your bike. But there's a lot of cheap bells on the market, and this one is actually good. I mean, just listen to it. And trust me, my wife is a stickler when it comes to bells, and this is one that she actually approves of.
I love this bell. Bells are really important to me, and this is a solid.
If you want something louder than a bell, I highly recommend the Hornet DB140 bike horn. It's the highest quality one that I've personally tested out. You might be wondering what this is, and these are turn signals from Lumos. It's a newer brand, at least to me, but I think this is going to be my go-to helmet, at least when I'm riding alone. One, yes, the face shield, but then check this out. Just hit the left button, and there we go. I have turn signals, and it actually is notifying me that the turn signal is on, so I don't forget to turn it off. It also flashes on the screen, and yes, lights in the rear as well. So this is the Ultra version. This is the one that has MIPS. It's expensive, but if you're riding a lot, I think it's justified. In my opinion, out of all the lighted helmets that I've tested, it's the best. But there's more to Lumos than just helmets. So attached to the seat post, I have their seat post light mount. And so if I turn these on, there's a little running light at the bottom. But then yes, these two act as turn signals, and they're extremely bright. You can buy up to a pack of 4 of these lights. Now we have to be mindful because if the seat's lower down, it's going to come in contact with the basket, but I wanted to show this mount off. But what's cool is with these lights, You can just pop them off and recharge them. But even more than that, they come with various mounts. So if we wanted to, we could put our turn signals back here in the rear. It's just really cool. You can put these lights in the front, back, wherever you want them, and they simply click back into place. So these smart lights are great. They have a ton of customization through their app, and actually the app works flawlessly. I was super impressed because some of these apps for items like this can be a little bit clunky, but Lumos did an awesome job. And on the Lumos product specifically, they gave me a discount code that I could share with my audience, so you can save a little bit on this helmet. All right, next we have the best water bottle cage on the market. I'm not just saying that, it's true. That's all thanks to the BOA clamping system that allows you to hold larger water bottles. I already showed you the wine bottle. This is the Sidewinder version that I installed here. We also have a top load version. And if your bike doesn't have any bottle cage bosses, we have a strap that adds 2 bottle cage bosses. So you can pair that with the ABC cage, or if you prefer, just buy the strap separately and you can mount a folding lock virtually anywhere on your electric bike. You can see we have a ton of storage up front and in the back. So we're not using this one, but I wanted to show it off because it's something really cool that Lectric has done. This is the Lectric One frame bag, and they have specific frame bags for various models that they offer. And so while you lose a little bit of accessibility with the step-through frame when you use the frame bag, it looks quite nice on the bike and can give you some additional storage, maybe phone, keys, some quick access items. And it simply uses the bottle cage bosses to mount to the frame bag, which is really handy, and it has reflective branding on it as well. The next accessories relate to the battery. I'm a huge fan of battery storage because batteries are expensive to replace, so you want to treat them nicely. So first we have Lectric's hard case battery bag. It's branded, has a carrying handle, and inside there's a zipper pocket, and you can see how much extra space there is with the Lectric One battery in here. Lots of room to put extra things, perhaps the charger. So these are great for at-home storage, but also if you're traveling with your electric bike because you're probably going to take the battery off before you put it on your bike rack. If you prefer something sleeker, you can go with our battery bag. This one is waterproof and flame resistant, and the battery slides in nice and easy. It's like a dry bag, and you simply roll it up, snap it, and then you too have a carrying handle with this one. This is definitely a personal preference thing, but at least you have options. If you already own an electric bike, you might have already realized that most of the stock seats are terrible. If yours is good, count yourself lucky. This is the most comfortable one that I've personally found, so we've been putting it on all of our electric bikes. And of course it's wide, but it's not so wide that you feel uncomfortable pedaling, which is important to me. And besides a seat, I highly recommend a suspension seat post, and that's not just because we sell them at shop.ebikeescape.com. They just add so much comfort. You're doing yourself a disservice if you don't at least try one. And with this one, I made sure we had the option to include a shim, which works with most electric models, so it works right from the get-go. If you have to prioritize what accessories you buy, I highly recommend you start with a suspension seat post. Every electric bike owner, in my opinion, needs a pump, and I really like these electric pumps because they're just so easy to use and they're compact as well. But even more functionality-wise, these just screw on. So you just screw it on tight, turn it on, set your pressure, hit the power button, and it'll pump it up to your desired pressure. These also double as portable batteries, which is cool. This one in particular is the Fantic X9 Pro, and I think they're the best in the business when it comes to portable pumps. I've also used the ones from Psych Plus. Those are okay, but I can tell that these ones are higher quality, and this is a more smaller form factor. They offer bigger ones if you prefer, and you can pump up car tires as well. This one's extra cool because when you put the hose back in, it automatically turns off, and when you remove it, it automatically turns back on. And it has a LED light as well. And if you need to charge up Presta tires, you have that, as well as a needle in the bottom. Another tool that has gotten a ton of use is our Topeak Ratchet Rocket. I just use this more than any other tool. And as the name implies, it just ratchets. So it makes tightening down things very easy. This one in particular came with torque bits, so you can torque everything down to spec as long as it's 4, 5, or 6 Newton meters. You also get an extender and tire levers as well. There's various options of this ratchet rocket that are on the market. Security is also important, which is why you might want to consider a bike lock. I really like chain locks because they offer increased security. And this one is a great happy medium because it's not super heavy, but still offers more security than a cable lock. It's also extremely long, which is important depending on where you're locking your bike up. And one of our goals with this chain lock was to offer it at an affordable price as well. What really opened up the Lectric one to be more of a utility bike was the large basket. And this is the large Rolltop bag. Tons of storage, magnetic closure, as well as the clips. Just generally another high quality product from Lectric. There's a look at the basket without the bag in it. And if you travel with your e-bikes on the back of your vehicle, here's another necessity. Let me show you how it works. And so this is a cockpit cover, and even with all the accessories on the handlebars, it still works. Simply put it on, strap it into place. Just like our black e-bike covers, this too is made out of nice ripstop material. And so the nice thing here is no water ingress into your controls or your display. Anytime we travel with our electric bikes on the back of our vehicle, we're installing this even if rain isn't in the forecast. And so there you have it. After 6 years of riding electric bikes, these are the ones that we like from Lectric, that we personally offer ourselves, and ones that we highly recommend. Let me know if you think we missed anything in the comment section. Remember, you can support the channel for free by just using our links before you buy. Thank you so much for your support. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.